Sup nerds, welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 117. I'm Sean, I'm joined with Chris and Brandon as always.
What's up guys, this week's Omni4Game recap. We go over locals as always, we then go over the newest card reveals, and then we talk about your guys' comic questions. So if you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Okay, locals recap. Who's going first for Trinity?
Well, it's
I think I am.
me.
Okay.
I think I got bubbled to 5th.
Okay, you're definitely going first then. I'm pretty sure I finished higher than that.
Yeah, I got bubbled. I think we had like 10 players, right?
Yeah. Look, I can tell you. We had 9.
I'm pretty sure it was. We had 9. Okay.
Oh, yes, we did have a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Did we have a bye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I played Rocks this week. I just wanted to play the deck and mess around with it. Round 1, I played against Old Force. I got that 2-0. Unfortunately, I could just choke him to 1 memory every turn and not really care about it, and I just kill him way faster than he can establish anything. And even if he does establish me, if he can't absolutely kill me in 1 turn, I'm promoting or I'm coming back up with Magnetic Digimon, and I'm absolutely decimating his board and hitting him or chunking him for a lot of damage. So, just probably a really poor matchup for him. At least it was
also
that night.
All Force is kill or die.
Yeah, there was just too many turns where he couldn't establish like any kind of tamer to like see memory the entire turn. So like every turn I was passing to him, I was just giving him 1. And so nothing really too crazy happened there. And then round 2, I played against Dynus. I actually lost this round in the pair down. Todd was playing it. I actually lost both of these games to myself.
Okay.
This was just my inexperience with the deck. I forgot at one point Magnetic Digimon could Digivolve on top of Programmon, skipping that level. So it would have saved me memory because I Digivolved into my level 4 and then into my 5. I could have just warped into the level 5 and then into the Magnetic Digimon, and it would have saved me some memory. There was that, and then I did the order of Magnetic Digimon incorrectly. I had I think tucked the sources. I can't remember what it was. I undid the sources and then redid them, but I wasn't able to keep turns. Something like that happened. I can't remember because again, this was almost a week ago.
Yeah.
I just know I did the effects out of order, and I wasn't able to keep turn 1 going into to break his board. And I'm not gonna take stuff back. I passed turn going into it, and then I realized it after I sent the sources out and sent them to the trash, and I was like, oh wait, I've done this in the wrong order. Now I'm not gonna be able to keep turn. Okay, your turn at 3 now. And he just was able to kill me.
I think you also said at some point you forgot Magnetics unsuspended.
No, that was actually against Old Force. I actually could have won even harder. In game 1, I had forgotten that he unsuspends, and then after I had won game 1, I picked him up, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this could even kill faster if I was doing it right. And I reread it, and I'm like, oh yeah, he unsuspends. So I could have won even harder.
Effects, you don't actually read them if you're not certain what they do.
I had read all the cards going into the tournament beforehand, and then when I sat down, I started talking to Keyshawn, and then as we were playing, I just forgot that one part of the unsuspend. Okay. And then round 3, I played against Abadamon. Josh was playing it. I think this is just a really bad matchup for him. I think I can kill too fast for him before he can really set up.
Probably.
Yeah, and then being able to I do play 2 copies of the new Pyramidimon, so I'm able to reduce his play cost and delete his stuff. So that helps a little bit too, and the de-evo helps. Either he wasn't seeing Cyberdramon Ace, or he was just afraid to put it on the board in case I would de-evo and just get a bunch of free memory.
He probably was afraid to put it on the field.
That's what I was thinking too. And even then, it has a low play cost, so if I reduce it and then blow it up, it's just more free memory for me. Yeah, and then so I did misplay one time going to that. I misunderstood him. I asked him how big Abadamon was going to be when it came out. Thought he said 17, maybe I misheard him, but when he came out, he was like, it's 18. So I had to fragment out 3 sources because I had attacked with the Proganimon, activated its effect to gain the 3000 DP, and then I went into magnetic. So magnetic was 17, and then it came out and he blocked, and I was like, so we're crashing? He's like, oh, I'm 18. I was like, oh, oops. So I had to fragment out 3 sources, which in the end it didn't really end up mattering too much. I still ended up winning the game. Yep, I went X1 with rocks.
I played Mastamon. Round 1.
No.
Played against Dante. He was playing apps. He actually got Gaiamon on the field, game 1, for the first time in months versus me, playing anything. Like, I haven't seen Gaiamon touch his mat for a long time.
He's trying his best out here, man.
Yeah. He's using all the new stuff and the new, like, tournament promos and stuff. I opened kind of slow. That's why that's the only reason he was able to do it. He still lost. He could not kill me, and I outed his stuff, and he lost from there. But game 1 was kind of... It took a while because it took me so long to, like, get online. Game 2 did not take me that long. Gaiamon never touched the field, and he lost pretty quickly. Round 2 played against Brandon, who went back to Hoodie because he's tired of getting bullied playing his Omni Cope decks.
Pub stomped.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, when I realized, oh, hey, the set's coming up, maybe I need to start getting some store credit. Pull out tier 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Game 1, I don't think it opened particularly quickly, and I think you promoted and killed me on like your 3rd turn or something before I ever promoted, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, game 1 was super quick.
Yeah.
I think you had to go first. You did the cardinal sin you never said you'd do, and you gave me 4 memory by playing a Mirai. And then the next turn, I gave you 2, and you hard played the Gato, which gave me 3, and then I just promoted and killed you. Because I think your hand wasn't all that great.
It was not. I mulliganed into a hand, and it was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Game 2...
Remember, Mosty only truly loses to Mosty.
That is correct.
Well, we'll get to game 2. He didn't lose to Hoodie. He didn't lose to himself. He lost to 1 card.
Game 2, he had 1 tamer on the field, I think. Was it
Because you got rid of the Mirai.
Yeah. And he had two memory boosts.
Yep.
And I ended up with, I think, 2 Masties, 1 promo, 1 CS Masty, and I put a Tapermon on the field and choked you to 1. And you promoted a rookie, and unfortunately for me, you drew HPD, which should be banned.
Yep.
And I cleared his board and killed him.
Yeah, and you just killed me because HPD is a card. You killed my taper, and that I gave you access to the memory boost, and then you just killed me.
I remember the car ride home.
Fair and balanced.
Brandon tells me that story, and I go, and this is why Sean wants this card gone.
Yep. And like the thing is, BM Brandon gonna BM Brandon. I even after the fact went, oh yeah, I had like blinding ray and stuff in hand too, so I could have killed you harder.
Yeah, and I said Tapermon would have stopped those as well if you did not also have HPD.
Yeah, but the HPD.
Your turn ends if HPD is not a card. You literally could not do anything without passing turn.
Yeah,
bring it back, Bandai. Bring it back.
HPD. Good card. Good card is good.
Yeah. So anyways, I lost that super interactive match, 0-2. And then I played against Ben, who for some reason... Oh, I remember. He asked Dante what he should play, and Dante told him to play Beals. And so Ben was playing Beals, and I don't think it went well for him. That matchup into Masty is flat out awful because your removal is non-deletion based, and you can get rid of their tamers, which is the best card in the deck. So it's LOL, Babytown Frolics. Both games I just waited for him to promote and do stuff because I knew he couldn't just promote and kill me, and then I would just promote and just completely clear his board, and he was like, yeah, I lose. And he's
it's just over.
Yeah, he lost 2-0 very quickly. And I came in, I think, 4th due to my tiebreakers.
So, as you could probably tell, since I'm going last, I got first. Round 1, I played against Josh, again playing Abadomon. I got that one 2-1. Game 1, I was able to swarm really quickly and set up and just like kill him before his level 7 hit the raising. Game 2, it took me too long to see Hoodie, and he set up and I couldn't survive the level 7 coming out, so I was just like, alright, cool, I'll just scoop up.
That is one of those perfect... That is like one of those perfect decks where it's like, you can randomly lose to, because...
Yeah.
I literally have no idea. Still, he's brought that deck a couple times, and I'm still like, I don't know what your stuff does.
Yeah.
I don't know what your deck does.
So, game 3, I was actually able to insulate myself from his level 7 coming out by having 2 shacks. So, whenever he was forced to put the level 7 on the board to block for me swinging for lethal, he popped like the Omega Pinata that split out into like 4 bodies, and I just killed him.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's fair and balanced. Then round 2, we kind of already talked about it against Sean. Mossed him on. Game 1, I just OTK'd him super easy, barely an inconvenience. And game 2, HPD. HPD exists, and I just killed him. Because even with my double mem boost, HPD, and the Yugo setup, it allowed me to set up 2 Chitoses. So after I de-evoed the first dude, I was able to DP minus kill, DP minus kill, and it was just like, it was uber over.
Okay, we get it, Brandon. You won.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, I won hard. Won so hard. So then round 3, I played against Will, still cooking with mid Hoodie. Got that one 2-1. Game 1, I was able to push through his de-evo option in security and kill him anyway through it. I think what I had done is I denated into Shack and swung with the Shack because I knew he played it, and I happened to hit it and it de-evoed me back into Hoodie. And I was like, do it again. So I was able to kill him that way. Game 2, he hit me with Ice Wall, and I also hit the de-evo option as I was going through security, and I didn't have the cards to keep turn and also kill him because of the Ice Wall and having to waste the Hoodie, because the Hoodie is the one who checked the option, so obviously he de-evos the Hoodie. So I didn't have a way to evo into Hoodie and keep turn through the Ice Wall, so he gets me that one. And then game 3, he Ice Walled me again, but this time I didn't hit the de-evo option out of security, so I just killed him on that turn. Again, HPD, very good card. He saw his 1-up twice, I saw it twice, once against Sean, once against him, and won me both games.
Yeah, typically when my opponents activate HPD, I lose the game.
Yeah, go figure. Good card is good.
It's been a thing since 1.5.
Yeah. Anytime a green deck is just like even okay to good, it's just like, or you know, you just have a green boss monster with the ability to use it. It's just like, hey.
I'm so on the Sean train where he said that green, they won't let green be a good deck until that card's gone, and I'm starting to like fully agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, look at Imperial. Imperial abuses it too. When they first got that starter deck, they were like, all right, HPD into the dragon mode that spits the 2 bodies out.
Yeah, but all the good effects from Imperial is from the blue side, like the jamming.
Yeah.
If it didn't have access to jamming, it would be bad.
Nah, my Pyeldramon wouldn't feel as safe swinging.
No.
You think I give one damn about that piercing that one Stingmon gives? No.
Yeah, it's like, who cares, dude?
No.
I'm not swinging over your dudes. I'm 8K.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best part about the green half is the Stingmon not once per turn draw 1. But
yeah, and they hit that card too. Yeah.
That thing's at 1, so it doesn't matter anymore.
No.
Anyway, so Friday?
Yeah, I didn't go. I was invited to a friend's birthday party. I was like, sure, why not? And I went.
I also didn't go. I was in Disney World.
Disney
World, riding rides and walking around.
Did you get any cool souvenirs this time around, or no?
No, I kind of got my fill whenever we went a few months ago. So I had no desire to buy anything. Yeah, I was like, I've experienced like the buying the stuff. I'm just cool with riding the rides and stuff. and eating some.
No cool tattoos this time.
No, we ended up going to. We were only there for 3 days instead of 4 this time. So we did Animal Kingdom and Epcot in the same day, and that was the day we actually got there. So like we left at like 6ish, around 6 a.m. And then when we got there, we went into Animal Kingdom, and then we left Animal Kingdom to check into our hotel after a few hours, and then we went to Epcot. But it was like dark by the time we got to Epcot, so we only did like a few things.
Jeez Louise. But still, good time, I assume?
Yeah, I had a good time. I enjoyed it. And
favorite ride? If you had to pick one?
Probably Rock and Roller Coaster.
Never even heard of that one.
It's been there for at least 25 years.
To be fair, me and Chris always went to Disneyland, so we had like Space Mountain and stuff.
Oh, in California.
We haven't been to Disney World in a very long time.
No, we have Space Mountain too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I would hope. Yeah, I think all Disneys have, both of them have Space Mountain.
Yeah, Splash Mountain.
It's used to be called Splash Mountain. Now it's called Tiana's Bayou. I also rode that as well.
Oh, lame.
Yeah.
They're appropriating my Splash Mountain.
And I unfortunately sat in the front row on that one.
Were you wearing socks?
No, dude. I was just wearing shoes with no socks.
Some people, if they know they're going to be riding that ride, will just wear sandals to avoid wet socks.
I'm not going to walk around Disney in Orlando, in Florida,
with your grippers out.
Yeah.
Out.
You know how awful that would be? You're walking around like all day. I want comfortable shoes. That's terrible. I'll just get wet. It didn't get on my socks. It got all over my upper body though.
I've also seen people carry around bags that have spare shoes in them for when they're on that ride.
Yo, like Sean,
spare pair of socks or something.
Sean's already like a tallish guy, like above average height. So whoever's sitting right behind him is like, thank God this guy's in front of me.
Yeah.
It's like the meme of Piccolo tanking the blast and Gohan's right there.
Yeah.
Sean is Piccolo.
That's probably what happened to people behind me. I was in the front row with my niece, and my niece was small enough to where she could actually just duck her head, and it would just go over. I didn't have that option. That wasn't feasible for me. There wasn't enough room for me to go anywhere.
Yeah. Sean just getting hit straight in the face.
Yeah. Pause. When I got back into town, though, these were in my mailbox, so it was nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to using them for the first time tomorrow night.
Yeah, I can't wait to de-evo it and then clear your board and kill you.
I hope you brick harder than anyone's ever bricked in their life. I hope you draw unplayable hands all night.
You know what? It'll be unplayable, but I'll still have HPD in hand. I'll still just be holding it.
I think an unplayable hand for you would have HPD. It'd be like HPD, Blinding Ray, and like just other stupid stuff that you just can't do anything
like
with.
Chitose that I can't even use.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brand. Tell us how your Friday went without me and Sean standing in your way. Just bend to try and stop you.
Yeah, and he lost like round 1, so God. I think it was round 1 or round 2.
Is he playing something stupid again?
Oh, puppets. He was playing puppets.
Oh.
So, round 1, I played against Will, the rematch of Trinity. This time I just killed him 2-0. Game 1 and 2, he was basically bricked, and I just kept poking away at him without using Hoodie to just kill him, because he was never threatening me. So I was never going to use my big boss monster. I was just like, alright, here's like a bunch of Angemons and Seedramons and stuff, just poking away. If I hit an option, it's not going to matter, because these are throwaway Digimon that I don't care about.
Yeah.
So I eventually just killed him. Round 2, I played against Deshaun playing Royal Knights. Unfortunately, Hoodie just eats Royal Knights for breakfast.
Yeah.
As long as I have one of two things. If I have Barrier, I don't care about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's in your security, I don't care. Or if I don't have the Barrier, which I didn't in one of these games, I had 2 Kisuke's out. So I was at 16k DP, meaning I hit over anything that isn't Omni and Alpha, right?
And Jesmon if he's playing it. GX.
Oh, it's GX. Yeah. So Oryukin and Omni X. The time I did hit the Omni X out of security, I did have the barrier, so like that kind of bailed me out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't think he played the matchup super well. He put
I don't think anyone in his group plays Hoodie, so he probably doesn't play against it a lot.
Yeah, because what he did is he went into Gonku. Gonku played the token, and then the next turn he played Oryukin Ace, and then double chunked me with the token and the alliance. So he hit me for 2 checks, but then he just left Oryukin out on the board. So I just promoted and got 5 free memory for clearing it, and he did that both games. So I feel like maybe go for like a Magna, because none of my Digimon are big enough to where you need the DP from Alpha.
Well, he did it,
and I don't think
memory.
the 3. Yeah, I was gonna say I think he did it just to get the memory off of it, but I don't think that's worth it either.
He did that versus me whenever we played, like I think 2 Fridays ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because like I was so okay with losing the 3 memory if it meant I got 5 back.
Yeah,
I'm still +2.
Yeah, he's not losing memory in that exchange.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but still, Hoodie's just obnoxious. And then round 3, I played against Todd. He was playing Dark Masters. So Dark Masters got to the finals. Think about that. He actually beat Ben. He's the one who beat Ben. Because he has like D-Evo, he has a bunch of stuff like that. I literally was watching their game go into turns, and Ben had like set up and he was trying to like finish the game, but he couldn't quite kill him, so he was setting up to kill him the next turn. And Todd was just like, alright, anyway, Apocalypse, mill the rest of your deck, and Ben just goes, oh, yeah, okay. Game over.
He lost to Dark Masters? That's awful.
Yeah.
That's another really weird deck. That's like, if you don't know the interactions of the deck and like, you don't play against it a whole lot, you can randomly lose games. Especially with that new Waru Monzimon, because that card allows you to play, because it has blocker, and I think it's just an on deletion.
It is.
During your opponent's turn, you can play your Dark Masters from your security, and that Machinedramon has D-Evo. Yep. Piedmon deletes something that's suspended. Puppet doesn't... Is it unsuspended? Okay. Yeah. And then...
Puppet bottom deck is suspended.
Yeah, and then...
Siegramon stuns or bounces or something.
Yeah,
like
Siegeramon's like the worst one.
So
like, yeah, if you don't know the matchup really that well, like you will fall into their little traps like that.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, game 1, I was just able to OTK him before he put like multiple dudes in security, so it didn't matter. But game 2, it had taken me a second, and I had to like play really awkwardly because he like super early put Waru Monzimon out and tucked Piedmon, and then I set up, and he put out a second Waru Monzimon and then tucked Puppetmon. So if I ever deleted either of his Waru Monzes, he could just play whichever Dark Masters outed my Hoodie. So, like, I had to play super awkwardly to avoid him just stopping my combo dead. And I actually do eventually win the attrition war, because he couldn't really present lethal. Like, I think his only win condition against that is to attempt to chunk me and then either mill me out or try to kill me with the APOC that plays a bunch of bodies. I don't remember if they get rushed, though.
They don't.
They do.
They do?
They don't? No, I thought... Is it the Apocalypse? Is the Apocalypse the one that's killing them?
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I don't think they have a way to get him rushed. He just, like, swarms the field.
He just swarms. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Brent.
Yeah. So I end up... He gets in a position where he had to ace me, and the ace he had was Justimon.
Yeah, they gain rush.
Do they?
Okay.
Yeah, it says, on play when Digivolving, you may play one of each Dark Master trait card with different names from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Then all of your Dark Master's traits gain rush. for the turn. At turn end, delete this. Delete the Digimon this effect played.
Okay.
Oh, okay, which is just
Yeah,
gonna
'cause-
play out your level 5s and then the level 5.
Yeah, because when you play him out, you tuck one of the Dark Masters from your security, and for each one, it reduces its play cost by 4.
Yeah.
And then it's on play and when Digivolving is that effect.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But he never got there. So he ended up having to put Justy Ace on the board, which is just an immune dude. So I'm assuming he was hoping to keep turn with it going into his next turn and then use the Justy Ace. But I was just like, it's suspended. I'm just going to swing over it.
Yeah.
Because, I'm like 12k. He's only 11k. So I got the free memory there. I ended up having 10 memory at the final turn. And I hard evoed into 3 hoodies to completely clear his board without actually going after his security yet. And then I killed him with Pyldramon. Because I had already gone through all 4 shacks.
Fair and balanced.
I'm sure he loved that.
Yeah, I decked out. As I went through it. Like, I literally was drawing my last cards, and I was like, all right, well, Pyldramon, I eventually got there.
Yeah, I'd have been so happy. I'd been like, yo, this was great.
Yeah, what a great game. What
So,
a great
because
deck.
I went through my entire deck, I went through the entire deck, so guess what I had in my hand? HPD, Blinding Ray, win rate was in security, so I didn't have that, but...
Oh, darn. I hate it for you.
Yeah.
Darn.
You get him.
Couldn't win harder.
You got HPD. Yeah, it don't matter when you got HPD and Blinding Ray.
And
like
10 memory.
And 10 memory, yeah. So.
The deck's so stupid.
Yep.
Can't wait for it to get hit on the ban list.
What if it doesn't? What are you doing?
It literally will. There's no way they leave that alone.
What if it doesn't?
If it doesn't, I would be concerned about the
then?
future of the game, because in order for it not to get hit, they would just have to continually introduce archetypes that are just as powerful or more powerful. Yes.
Yeah, and that starts to get pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if the floor becomes Hoodiemon, that's way too crazy. I don't like that.
We talked about it while we were all sitting there. Talking about like potential hits they could do to it.
It's Hoodie
where
one.
like I think it's just a pair ban of the CS rookies.
No.
Like you can still play mid, and mid's like the intended way to play the deck, and I don't think it's as unfair. I think normal OTK is the most unfair version of the deck, where you can just promote and kill somebody at turn 2 or 3. I think mid, you actually have to play the game a bit more and a bit more fairly. You're
Not
forced
really.
to play the game.
Not really. It's like 2 turns for the mid range.
That's if they see like Erica and Hoodie right off the rip.
They don't need to see Erica for that.
Yeah,
But-
just to reset the raising.
But also, that's like the same. I would rather play against the OTK version than the mid range version. The OTK version needs more cards in their hand in order to combo off. Mid range version can just
but
start swinging.
you get the cards as you go.
Yeah, I mean, you high rolled me. I mean, it happens, but that's not that.
Yeah.
It's always gonna happen.
I mean, I've done it twice now. Sylphie and Maste.
Yeah.
Well, one of those decks.
One of those decks, it didn't matter what he played. It did not matter what he brought to the table.
Mm-hmm.
He had a better chance with Sylphie because he played bombs that would have stopped me.
It is true. None
I
of them
just
were in
didn't hit 'em.
security.
Yeah, I just didn't hit him.
I think I had 4 bombs in my security that would have stopped your turn, and none of them were in there. Weekly reveals. A new Galacticmon. Yeah, weekly. EX11 seems to be a power creep for all the Liberator decks.
It does seem like a really cool set so far.
If you're into a Liberator deck, you're probably pretty excited about EX11.
Yup. I was going to say, if you're into Liberators, you're eating.
Yeah.
Facts.
Galacticmon, on play when Digivolving, choose one of your opponent's highest play cost Digimon and delete all of their other Digimon. Then if this Digimon has 4 more Venmon in its Digivolution cards until your opponent's turn ends, it gains blocker and isn't affected by their effects. End of opponent's turn, this Digimon may Digivolve into Galacticmon in the hand or trash, ignoring Digivolution requirements and without paying the cost. So it gains immunity, blows up everything but one dude, And then end of your opponent's turn, it can evo into the Galacticmon that plays the option to blow something else up, and then they can trigger the option on their turn and kill you.
Yep.
Don't forget it's assembly -6, 8 cards with Venmon in text.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's also really good.
So they don't even have, like, at certain points of the game, they can just be like, okay, drop this guy for, 8 memory?
Yeah, answer this or, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and in order to answer this, you'd have to have raid.
Yeah, I was about to say, the only way to answer this is to raid or collision.
But if they have them on, then they can protect it. They have there's 8 cards, so they can protect it twice, so, like, you're not killing this guy if he's immune.
Nope.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Overall, really good card for the deck.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see a world where you give it taunt, and then when you force it to swing, you ace it, because then it's not going to be immune anymore. It'll be a different Galacticmon.
The Galacticmon that you evo into is going to play the option and blow up whatever your ace target is.
That's why you have 2 cards. Duh.
Okay.
You
got it. Also, they're going to trigger the option and trash all but one of your security on the swing, so, like, they're probably not going to care. They're going to be like, okay, good for you, bud.
Alright, I'll get him next time, I guess.
Yeah, then we have Xeno. Start of your main phase /on play by trashing 1 card with Venmon in its text from your hand, draw 1 and gain 1. All turns when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have Venmon in their text, but suspend this time, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Place all Venmon among them as any of those Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards, trash the rest.
Yeah, this is really good for the deck. This is stupid for the deck.
Yeah. This and the Galacticmon
I've already hated Galacti.
One of the worst parts about Galactic right now is, like, it's kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
This makes it so much faster. Imagine you have multiple of these, right? Like, I'm not reading this wrong. Like, you can trigger multiple of these on, like, one evolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's
or play
the whole. Yeah, you're going through your deck quick with this card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this and the Galacticmon answer a lot of the issues that the deck was having.
Not to mention, like, he's a 3-cost tamer.
No, he's
because you're never not gonna trash and draw.
That's fair.
Right.
Hopefully, you'd be surprised, dude. Sometimes you don't have any Venmons in your hand. It happens more often than you'd think.
Yeah.
But I guess you can trash anything.
Yeah, it's Venmon in text, so you can trash anything.
That's true.
He can trash a copy of himself.
He can. Yeah.
No, yeah, and his name is treated as Zenith, for what that matters. I'm pretty sure there are some effects that matter with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, this is just a really, really good card. These are 2 really good cards for Galactic, and it's definitely going to help push it up towards, like, the bottom of Tier 1, I would think.
Dude, I hope this is the only 2 cards it gets. I don't want to see it get another Destro or anything like that.
I think Dante was saying that, looking through the card pool, there's a chance that there doesn't seem to be another Venmon or any other card.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it needs more.
Exactly.
No, I don't think so either.
Like, the Destromons it has are already good enough. Like,
yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Sonorizamon. When moving /on play by trashing 1 mineral or rock trait card from your hand or Digimon's evolution cards, draw 1. And then inheritable, when effects, trash this card from a mineral or rock trait Digimon's evolution cards, draw 1. So they gave rocks draw power.
This is also very, very, very good for rocks because again, it helps you get your sources to the trash.
Yep.
Which because the deck starts to get really degenerate once you get to Tumblemon.
Yeah.
If you get multiple Tumblemons in the trash, which I'm starting to think that I'm gonna switch out of my build a little bit, and maybe play some Ukos, because that'll help get Tumblemons into the trash even faster.
Yeah.
Because
swing.
Yeah, once you get multiple Tumblemons in there, that's when, and you're gaining 2 memory off of, like, effects. That's when it gets really degenerate, and this helps with that. It doesn't help get Tumblemon into the faster, but it helps you get your other cards in there faster.
This can get Tumblemon in the trash. It trashes from hand or sources.
Oh, I meant like your second one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It doesn't help Turbo more.
Right, yeah. But like getting your other sources into trash, it helps.
I mean, if you're doing the Ukomon, you can promote an Uko, get your search, and then when to pass turn, you can just play this guy and then trash a Tumblemon and gain a memory and draw a card.
And if
So,
you don't
yeah.
count the Uko, you can get another tumble in play.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, really good. I really like how we're doing more of the wind moving effects.
Yeah, it looks like it's
like
gonna
that.
just be a thing from now on, which is good.
Yeah, with it being a wind moving too, it has perfect synergy with Uko.
Yep.
You can Uko first, promote it, go into the tumble, and then when you promote him, you can trash the tumble, and it's like, yeah, you're just good.
Mm-hmm.
You're just kosher.
Then we have Pyramidimon, Reboot, and Fragment 3 on play when digivolving when attacking once per turn. By trashing any 3 mineral or rock trait cards from your Digimon sources, delete one of your opponent's highest play cost Digimon or Tamers. All turns once per turn, when effects trash any of the Digimon sources, you may place 3 mineral or rock trait cards from your trash as Digimon's bottom sources, so it's free.
It's free.
Yes. So this is really good. I like how it's tamer removal. The Digimon removal is not the best. I think it's okay. You're obviously probably gonna be picking tamer most often.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you have a choice, do you? It's just highest play cost, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, highest play cost Digimon or tamer.
Would it not just count whatever is the highest play cost from Digimon or Tamers?
That's a good question.
No.
You get to pick.
I feel like it's probably highest play cost period now that you say that. But we'll see.
Yeah, so like if you had a 3-cost Digimon and a 4-cost Tamer, it would guarantee kill the Tamer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're
But if
right.
you had a 5-cost Digimon and a 4-cost Tamer,
If that's the case, I don't know how much I like this card now. Is that how it's worded like that?
that's how I'm reading it.
It could be interpreted either way. I think it most likely is going to be Brandon's interpretation.
Really? Because typically with these kind of effects, you get to pick one or the other.
We have not had a card worded like this before.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying like when there's a card with this kind of effect, like Black War Greymon.
Yeah,
You know, it's like,
but he's not
you
worded
get a
like
pick.
this, unfortunately.
I agreed. Oh, now I don't know how I feel about this.
If you had a Digimon and a Tamer that were both 3 costs, I mean, yeah, you get to pick.
Right.
Or if you don't have a Digimon, then obviously you're deleting a Tamer.
Yeah, you just delete the Tamer.
We'll see.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Yeah, it could be interpreted either way. I think Brandon's probably right.
Well, I feel like
That's very upsetting.
I feel like if it was a choice, it would re-explain the delete one of your opponent's highest play cost Digimon, or delete one of your opponent's Digimon, or one of your opponent's Tamers with the highest play cost.
I agree.
I feel like they would redundancy it.
I agree. I think you're probably right because of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's very upsetting.
And
And-
like that, it just feels like they're referring to them as a group together.
Yeah, this also
Also,
doesn't
if
look
they're
like an
gonna-
alt art to me, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
Also,
the
if you're
normal
gonna,
art is so much worse. I really don't.
also if you're just gonna give it reboot, you might as well also give it the blocker, because I understand there's I think 2 mineral cards that have blocker inheritables, but it's like I'm not gonna.
That's not enough.
I don't want to play the Gatsumon, and I don't know how I feel about the Icemon yet.
Let's
Like-
be Icemon's going in the deck.
You think so?
Yeah, it provides you protection versus things you lose to.
Yeah, I know, but like the other, what are they called? The level 4s, the Landromons. I really just like those cards. I just don't know how my list is gonna look like once I get the Icemons. I think I've only got 2 of them.
I think Icemon's going in the deck for surezies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a tough titties dude. You don't need blocker in this deck.
Agreed.
I don't even know why it has reboot.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's literally because there's 2 cards with inheritables that have blocker
Yeah.
in the deck. That's so weird.
Isn't there a card that you Digiburst or whatever the hell they call it, and it gives you blocker until the end of your opponent's turn? Is it one of the 5s?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Not the ones I was playing.
I could be misremembering. Most of these cards.
The level 5, when you send a source out, it gains 3000 KADP. It gains collision and piercing.
Okay, so not blocker. No, I don't know.
Right, not blocker.
You'll be all right.
Also, this is just a minor gripe. Getting real tired of sample being plastered on the text.
It would be nice if they stopped doing that, because now, like, we have sets that on the official website, even though the set is out, still have sample on the cards, and it's really annoying.
They'll say it.
Yeah. It's like, no one's going to steal your stuff, and even if they do, it's advertising the game. Take the sample off of it. It's stupid. Anyway, close. Start of your main phase by trashing one mineral or a rock trait card from your hand or your Digimon sources. Gain 1 memory. All turns when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have the mineral or rock trait, by suspending this tamer, you may place 1 mineral or rock trait card from your hand or trash as any of those Digimon's bottom source.
So, I like this card.
Okay.
The thing is, you're not always going to be guaranteed that memory. Like, it's very, it works well with some of the other tamers too, where it's like, because not all of their effects can trigger off like sending something out from the sources.
Mm-hmm.
So at least that can always do this, or do that. And it's a spin, so it's going to trigger out your emblems.
I was going to say the all turns is actually pretty solid for emblems.
Yeah, very much so. I'm just
Evo. It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, that sort of main phase effect is like wishy-washy for me, because again, it's like I'd rather my tamers always kind of just be able to confirm some sort of memory, and this one won't unless you're like definitely promoting that turn or have a Digimon out already.
I mean, yeah, but hear me out. If you have multiple of this out, like with, you know, all tamers, the more you have out, the better. But like getting multiple of that all turns, that'd be
agreed.
Disgusting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think this is good because it speeds the deck up, because you can start dumping cards from your hand into your trash.
Yeah,
right.
The start of main phase is also, like Sean's saying. Like, really
good. I'm surprised it wasn't also an on play, but I guess maybe they thought that'd be too good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking it would even have even better synergy with the emblem if you could emblem play this out, and then it also did the on play. That'd be great.
That'd be pretty good.
Instead, you're having to wait a turn to get it.
Yeah. But
maybe that's why they did it, so you couldn't cheese it by making your emblem 2 cost.
Possibly, maybe, because I guess there's no emblem for Zenith right now.
No.
No.
But even then, I don't think they're worried about making the emblem a 2 cost.
Right. I don't think Galactic's gonna get an emblem. I don't think any of their tamers really suspend like that. Like there might be one, but I don't think that's like a core thing that deck does.
They could also just print a Zenith that suspends.
They just printed Xeno, or not Zenith. I mean, maybe a Zenith.
Say they'll never do it. They could just print a Zenith that just suspends.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't think they need one. I don't think they Evo often enough.
Also,
I don't think so either.
Sure. I think the emblems are probably going to be. I don't know anything about Liberator, guys. So if you're in the comments like this guy, I don't know what he's talking about. You're right. I don't. I feel like the emblems are for the good guys.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Close doesn't look like a good guy. She looks like a good girl.
She's a gal.
Terramon. When moving / on play, you may suspend one Digimon. If this effect suspended your Digimon, one of your Digimon with Avian or Bird in any of its traits, or the Vortex Warrior's trait gets 3,000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. Your turn once per turn, when this Digimon wins a battle, gain 1 memory. So Ben...
What a weird way to change that wording.
Ben looked into this, because it was odd that they worded it like this. This includes Digimon insecurity. So if you check a security Digimon... and you win that battle, you will gain a memory. So this is them going in the correct direction of not requiring your opponent to play the game in order to get benefits.
Oh, yep. Okay, cool. I don't care for the when moving on play, honestly. It seems kind of mid. Like, it's just extra 3,000 DP. But that inheritable, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the inheritable is really good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that first part, nobody cares. Who asked for that?
Yeah, it's like the first part's whatever, but that second part's real strong.
Let me on play this 3 cost Digimon to suspend your dude. Like, okay.
Yeah, outside the inheritable, I'm not too sure about his his face up effect. So, I mean, you'll probably still play it just for that inheritable, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think they have enough
Well, I
bad
feel
ones.
like if you get more of the line that has that inheritable, I think you can cut this out. So, like, if the level 4 has
Yeah,
this
that's
inheritable,
fair.
I think you could just cut this out and just stick with the Terramons you have.
yeah, because I think some of the other Terramons are better.
Yeah, they're like searchers and all that stuff. Yeah, I think that's way more important.
I don't know. I feel like they have enough bad ones to where they could easily replace it and not feel bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely possible.
And then we have Zephigamon, a piercing vortex blocker. When digivolving, may unsuspend one Digimon, then you may suspend one Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when any of your Digimon suspend, you may play one 3000 DP or lower green Digimon card with Avian or Bird and any of its traits from your hand without paying the cost. For each suspended Digimon, add 2000 of this affects DP maximum.
Imagine they got enough Digimon, they just drop the ace on you for free with this card.
Zephyr Ace, out.
They'd have to have 5.
Yeah.
That's not that many.
I mean, the best part about this is the Wind Digivolving and the fact he has 3 keywords. I don't care for the
Yeah.
alterns.
No, this one, the thing is, this one doesn't kill fast, you know what I mean? Like, it gets
Like,
big and
I
plays
guess
out another body.
The cool thing is it's at least all turns. So if
Yes.
you block with him,
Yeah.
you're gonna get to play a dude. Imagine they also said you could play like Witch and Lee trait and you could just drop medieval.
Yeah, medieval.
Turn.
Now,
So cool.
with
That'd be so
reading this
broken.
card, when you just ignore the keywords, right? You didn't see the keywords and you read all turns effect.
Mm-hmm.
What keyword do you think it would have? Alliance, right?
Yeah, it is kind of
Oh, yeah.
surprising it doesn't have Alliance, but
Yeah,
I bet you they're
that's very
probably gonna
weird.
get Alliance through like maybe a Shoto or something like that. 'Cause we haven't
Maybe, but
mentioned
I
it
just think instead of piercing, it should have had Alliance.
yet. Yeah.
also
it's really weird to see these Digimon without the extra box for the Evo conditions. The last like 3 we've looked at haven't had it.
yeah, I was actually going to mention they are definitely power creeping with this set because this is a 3 to Evo 12k, and so is the Pyramidimon, and normally that would be a 4 to Evo.
Oh, a 4. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that.
It's like that is
Yeah,
a
no
deliberate
alternate-
power creep.
Yeah, no alternate Evo costs on any of these except for the Galacti.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then we have a new
Okay.
Shoto.
I do not see Alliance. Never mind.
Yeah, I do not see that keyword on here. He is a memory setter. All turns when any Digimon suspend by suspending this tamer. If effect suspended those Digimon, draw one. After one of your Digimon with Avian or Bird and any of its traits, or the Vortex Warrior's trait gets 3000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. Your turn, while your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon, your Vortex can also attack players. So this is another card that says, hey, you don't have to be playing the game, thank God.
Yep.
I think that alone makes this like worth playing.
This replaces the other memory setter they had, because the other memory setter had like a slightly worse version of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're just getting extra draw power when you suspend your own dude to give yourself immunity.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's get to the next card. The next group of cards are the ones that matter.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, of course.
Koromon, when attacking, once per turn, this Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with Tyrannomon in its name or the dinosaur trait in the hand. It doesn't say without paying the cost.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're not.
Let's go.
Chris, we talked about this. You're not even reducing the cost.
I don't care. We were never reducing the play cost. We were paying for everything. That's not the
That's
point.
why you're
I think there was a
mid.
card that reduced it by 1, I think.
Yeah, by like I think 1. So one of the worst parts about the Dynamon deck, right, was if you had 2 Ryotarus out, you could not double trigger them to go up the line even further. Like you can only trigger one off at a time. No, like if you go back and reread that card, you cannot use 2 on one swing. So, this being a Artama now is really cool. It just allows us to go up the line even faster. Are you reading it, Sean? I was about to read it off to you.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay.
Well, great. Now I have to go read it.
So he was the one that reduced it.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you be able to trigger multiple?
Because I think it's all during one attack. That's how I've seen it ruled. That's how you and Ben both told me how it was ruled. That's how I've seen it played online. Like in videos I've watched.
Because
I'm telling you,
see the attack.
Yeah, it doesn't see it.
Another Digimon, or once it's got a new.
Right? So you couldn't trigger off both of them at the same time to go up two lines or 2 levels. So this being a card is actually really, really good.
That seems odd.
That's how I've seen it ruled. I'm pretty sure you and Ben both told me the same thing.
I mean, that's possible. This card has been out for a year, but like I don't remember. Yeah, you can use multiple on the same attack. You can't stack the reduction, but you can Evo once and then trigger another one Evo again.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's no way. I've always played with it like that.
Well, and you've always been wrong.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's how I've always seen it.
I am fairly confident I did not tell you that you couldn't trigger multiple. You can't reduce the same Evo with multiple, but you
right. Well, yeah.
You could Evo again.
Just as long as it has Tyranno in name.
Well, no, you've already established the condition with the first attack.
Yeah. Interesting. Anyways, this Koromon's really cool.
So if someone told you wrong, it was Ben, because reading that card, I don't see how I ever was like, yeah, you can't do that.
Hear me out. Way more likely of a scenario, he had an approximate knowledge of a conversation.
No.
And then he's stuck with it.
Yeah. Well, you were nerfing yourself all this time. Maybe Dynamon is good. Just kidding, it sucks.
Nah.
Just kidding.
Then we have...
Oh, real quick, before you read that, love the artwork on this guy. Like the
agreed.
The Agumon looks very good. It reminds me of a Try. The way he's like shaded and colored and stuff. Looks very good.
Agumon, when moving / on play, one of Digimon with Tyrannomon in its name or the reptile or dinosaur trait gains raid and piercing for the turn. Inheritable all turns, plus 1000 DP.
Okay.
Would you play this?
Eh.
I mean, having raid is cool, but like, would you cut your other rookies for this?
Yeah, potentially. Because we don't have like a third really good one. Because remember, they've given us like a bunch of really random colors and stuff like this deck. And at one point, I was playing the
Black Agu-X?
No. Shut up, Brandon.
No, it's the green. The green black Agu-X, right?
There's like a green purple one. There's the I was playing the level 3 Liberator one for is it Elizamon?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, the one for Medusa. I was playing that at one point because it adds Liberator cards and its inheritable is really good. So
it's like plus 2k on your turn.
No, it's when a security stack is removed, gain a memory.
You were playing Elizamon then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the level 3 one.
I thought you were playing Agumon. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
No,
not the one that on plays to recycle a piece.
Yeah, I was like, that's plus 2k on your turn is really good inheritable. God, red sucks.
Yeah, no. So yeah, there's definitely a scenario where you play this card because, like you said, the raid piercing is really cool. The DP is whatever. I wish it was something else.
Yeah, but I would too.
You want to know how I can tell this deck is going to be boo boo? They didn't even bother to give the Dino or the Ryutaru alt arts.
I mean, they might be getting a movie slowly.
This Dino looks
rare and a rare.
This looks like Godzilla. Matter.
Yeah, this card looks like an alt art. Be one of the hardest looking arts we have in the game for just a rare.
Yeah, if you like it being super busy and like over designed.
I mean, that's really
hater.
Godzilla.
Yes,
you Brandon.
I can't see it through all the fire.
Who cares? Shut up, Brandon. Read the card, Sean. Brandon doesn't know what he's talking
It
about.
looks cool.
I thought you guys were gonna pick up.
Thank
on
you,
the fact
Sean.
I mentioned feet. Whatever.
Oh,
No one cares about your foot fetish.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I had to go for the narrative.
Dynamon, security attack +1 and fortitude. On play when digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon, then choose one of each player's Digimon with the highest play cost and delete all other Digimon. Opponent's turn, while this Digimon is suspended, all of your opponent's Digimon can only attack suspended Digimon.
Yes, sir. Very good card.
Yeah, it seems solid. And then we have this guy. He is a memory setter. He also costs 5 memory. All turns when any of your Digimon digivolve into a level 5 or higher Digimon with Tyrannomon in its name or the dinosaur trait, by suspending this tamer, you may hatch in your breeding area. After one of your Digimon in the breeding area may digivolve into a Digimon card with Tyrannomon in its name or the reptile or dinosaur trait in the hand without paying the cost. I guess that's his half green part.
Yeah, this card is really damn good. I don't even think Sean can deny it. Brandon definitely can't deny it. No, this card's really good. We just need them to reveal a Tyrannomon level 4 that plays
plays it
out
for free.
Ryutaru's.
Yeah,
Yes.
the worst thing about this card is the fact that he costs 5 memory.
What do we?
Yes.
Chris, just play DGO.
Okay, so yes, Brandon, I can play DGO, but I'm saying I still want a Tyrannomon that can play it for free. Okay, is that too much to ask for?
Yes, that is 100%.
So-
Sometimes
Because
it is, yeah.
The only other Tyrannomon that we have right now that can play out Tamers can only play out 3 cost Tamers specifically. And
is
that
so
one,
cheeks.
guess what? Costs 3 to Digivolve.
Yeah. Yeah, if
So-
you get a 4 that
with
does
your other
that,
Ryutaru, you're going to reduce the cost by 1. What are you complaining about?
okay.
Brandon, will you shut up?
Listen, this dude looks like a total dingus. All right.
Whoa!
He's got his glasses. He's got his glasses on the back of his head backwards. That's not how you wear glasses,
It
stupid.
looks like a Ryutaro.
You're stupid.
And then we have Kapurimon. Your turn once per turn when your opponent's face-up security cards increase. Draw 1. So this is Invisimon support.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
pretty good. I mean, it's okay.
They should have made it all turns so it could have countered bees.
They should have made it all turns because Invisimon also triggers on the end of your opponent's turn, and it just would have been an extra draw on your opponent. I don't know why they're afraid to give Black Good.
Well, I mean, it's your opponent's face-up security, so... Well, no, yeah, because I guess in Busy would.
Yeah, it flips their
Okay.
top face
Yeah.
down, face up.
I was thinking of when he puts himself in there, and I was like, no, wait.
No,
I
that's-
read that wrong.
That is also on your turn. And then we
Well,
have
I guess-
What?
I was saying, cool, I guess.
Yeah. Then we have Espimon. When moving / on play, flip your opponent's top face down security card face up. If this effect didn't flip, draw 1 and gain 1. And then inheritable is jamming.
So I guess it's cool that you get something even if they have no security?
Or they don't have any face down security.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know how often that's going to happen, but...
Give
I
a
mean,
blue rookie jamming. Impossible.
Never.
Yeah, I think that's
wonder
pretty
if,
good. Huh?
I was going to say, I wonder if they're going to get more jamming.
Probably, but they already have. I can't remember what gave. There's a card.
I'm looking at the next card. That was the joke. I thought we were just going to move on.
Oh, no, sorry. If you're playing like an actual Invisimon deck, you end up flipping your opponent's security face up pretty quickly. Like, unless they're playing like a card that shuffles their security to where it flips it all face down, they're going to be all face up pretty fast.
They were telling me I should just play my BT1 TK. Yeah. flip it
Yeah, be like, LOL, do it again.
all. Nope.
Then we have Hover Espimon. When digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you may play 1 Altea from your hand without paying the cost. Inheritable is jamming. Chris is jealous.
Yep. And Busy gets what he wants. Tyranno could never.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. No, there's still time.
I think they only currently have 1 Altea too. They're like, yeah, play it. Play for free. And then we have Oblivimon. Security. End of opponent's turn. Play this card without paying the cost. And then on play, when digivolving, flip your opponent's top face down security card face up and de-evo one of their Digimon. Then if it's their turn, the Digimon may digivolve into Invisimon in the hand without paying the cost.
Oh my god.
Your turn, when any of your Digimon check face up security cards, you may place this Digimon's top stack card face up as the bottom security card. Inheritable. Your turn, Digimon can't This Digimon's attack target can't change. This is actually pretty strong.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Being able to Evo into Invisimon on your opponent's turn is pretty nasty after de-Evoing, because he's going to de-Evo again and then blow something up.
It is pretty good.
This EX set is literally just straight up like, how do we make black competitive?
It's how do we make Liberator decks competitive?
Galacti, Invisi, Bees.
Yeah, it's no surprise that most of the Liberator decks that are still bad are part black.
Part black, yeah.
Yeah, this seems pretty strong. Then we have Hyarimon, I guess. Your turn, while your opponent has no Digimon with Digivolution cards, this Ice No Trait Digimon can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. I guess.
That's just... Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, you can use this Tama when your opponent's not playing the game. It just does nothing.
Correct, yeah. As I started reading it, I was like, oh, this doesn't matter if they don't have anything in play, and I was like, oh, you get no benefit out of it. Cool.
Oh, you get nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a mother on the board? Cool, I guess. I can swing over your mother, and that's it.
You can, because they... Yeah, they do almost all have Iceclad. Penguinmon.
Oh, dude, that means you could literally promote Snow Agumon with Iceclad and kill a mother. Think about that.
You could, dude. Who would win?
Yeah, so good. Tier 0.
Yes. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add one Suzune Kazuki and one Ice No Trait Digimon card to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable is jamming. I'm surprised this doesn't say when moving.
Yeah,
right?
I agreed. I just thought that would be like a new cool thing we'd be given to a lot of these, and just specifically not giving it to probably one of the worst Liberator decks.
Yeah.
Very strange choice.
Does this one have a emblem yet?
No.
Okay. Yeah, because it's the fish one that has it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Is this the specific level 3 for that deck though?
Yeah.
Is it the penguin? Because
it's on every art.
Well, I was gonna say because for Zephaga, the Muchomon didn't have a when moving, but the Terramon did.
Well, maybe they'll get another one that has it then. But I'm pretty sure this is the case, but I don't know for sure.
I don't remember there being another level 3 for this deck. I'll go look.
I mean,
while Sean reads the next.
Yeah. So I think you guys were both right. I do think I was playing that Ryotaro right. I just couldn't stack the memory, the reduction part.
Yeah,
that's maybe what I was thinking.
Which I would have told you couldn't do.
Oh yeah. You guys are probably right.
I am right.
First,
you guys are right. I'm saying I think I was playing the card correctly. I just wasn't reducing. Yeah. Okay. It's been a little while since I played it.
Okay.
So the first set where we got
EX7
card, it was also Penguin.
Okay, so yeah, that's just really weird that you wouldn't give the main one.
Also, you have to remember we discovered this last time. If it's their secondary line, they don't get Liberator trait, and that Penguin is a Liberator trait.
Right. Yeah, that's dumb that they're nerfing this one because this is arguably one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
I don't think they're nerfing it. I just don't think they're bringing it up to the same power level as everything else we've seen.
It seems silly not to.
It's just sort of flatlining at a stable, unplayable rate.
Yeah. They might as well not give them support if they're not going to give them the same kind of level of support that they're giving everything else. It seems silly.
Yeah. So I don't think it's nerfing. I just think it's not helping.
Might as well not be in the set.
Yep.
Frigimon.
Yeah, exactly.
Frigimon, when Digivolving, if you have one or fewer Tamers, you may play one whatever the hell from your hand without paying the cost, and Inheritable is jamming.
Whatever the hell.
I mean, that's a level 4, though. Like, that's not as common.
Yeah, I had a win moving card that lets you play your Tamer for free. That actually would have been pretty cool.
No thanks. You gotta pay that memory for that. Oh, yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
You're paying the memory, you're just playing the Tamer the next turn.
Yeah.
You can't scramble, you can't training if it's in the breeding.
That is true.
You're forced to pay the memory.
Yeah. Polar Bearmon, Iceclad, and then on play when Digivolving, trash any 2 sources from your opponent's Digimon. Then you may place one of their Digimon with no sources as the top or bottom security card. Inheritable your turn while your opponent has no Digimon with sources. This Ice No Trait Digimon gains piercing and security attack +1.
Okay.
Not too bad of an effect. Yeah.
That's something.
Pretty
Tucking
good
and security
removal.
good.
Yeah.
And the inheritable's pretty solid. Piercing and security check +1. You're gonna be able to swing over their dudes.
Yep. Pierce through them with Ice Clad.
Yup. So yeah, that's actually the best card we've seen. Is their level 5, which I guess isn't too surprising. Usually level 5s are the best.
Well, here it comes. Copemon.
Yeah. Punkmon. When attacking, trash 2 cards in your hand. Then this Digimon may evolve into a Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait Digimon card in the trash with the Evo cost reduced by 2. Inheritable, your turn plus 2k.
Yeah, the fact it's a win attacking is kind of.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing bad about this card. Ben will come at you.
I mean, it is nice that they finally started reducing their Evo cost, because up until now they got no benefit for having 0 cards in hand. Like, everything was still full cost.
Yeah.
I don't know if them doing this is going to be enough, like, even if all the cards say this, just because, like, the entire archetype revolves around having no cards in hand, and that's really bad for a card game. But
yes, very.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not
my
using
resource system, my hands.
Especially if you're not actively always using the trash as a second hand.
Yeah, like, this is one of the least purpley purple decks ever, and it needs to be way more purple with how it integrates its trash. Loudmon, on play when digivolving, trash 2 cards in your hand, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as one of your Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait Digimon. All turns while you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, all of your Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait Digimon gain Scapegoat, and then inheritable your turn while you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, all of your Digimon with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait gain security attack +1.
So, I was actually talking to Ben about this card in our little Discord chat, and, yeah, they have copy and pasted all of the level 5 inheritables for Loudmon.
Security attack +1.
It's just that.
Yeah.
It's literally all of them.
It does make that deck, like, if they ever get a chance to swarm on you and you can't respond to them, they will just kill you.
Yes.
But,
that's
you know,
a big if and what.
That is a big if, and that's their biggest problem.
Yeah.
And then we have a Yuki.
The real reason Ben likes this deck.
Yeah. It's got hose in it.
Has nothing to do with the girl, by the way. It's the little guy in the back.
The Antmon. Start of your main phase / on play by trashing 1 card in your hand, gain 1 memory. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your Digimon attacked, if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, it may digivolve into a Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait Digimon card in the trash with the Evo cost reduced by 1. End of all turns, if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, by suspending this tamer, you may return 1 Evil, Dark Dragon, or Evil Dragon trait card from your trash to the hand.
Oh, I didn't think we wanted cards in hand. Why are we taking them back?
Because they realize it's a terrible way to design an archetype in a card game, and you actually need the ability to recycle pieces, otherwise you're going to run out of choices to make.
Yeah, but then why?
I was going to say,
if you're just going to take it back.
Brand, be quiet. You know why. Shut up. Unfortunately, this is actually pretty decent for the deck for the exact reason Sean just had to explain for that numbskull Brandon. That you have to be able to recycle your pieces that you are trashing out of hand.
Yeah, but why trash them if you're just going to recycle them?
All right.
Because unfortunately, they made a very bad decision when they originally designed the archetype.
Sean, just mute him. Just mute him.
I can just kick him from the room.
Yeah, just kick him.
No.
All right, and then we have wall training, parkour training, heat training, shadow training, punching training, and breathing training from an LM set.
Parkour.
I am so sorry for all of you training haters.
Yup.
Too bad. So sad. Power creep trainings.
These actually, they are power creeped. They trigger their full effect out of security, LOL. And you also don't, if you don't have one of them with the same name in play, you can ignore the card's color requirements to activate it. Or to use it, I should say.
So now for a lot of these decks, you can play 8 trainings.
Yup.
Some of these you can double up on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are certain archetypes where you can play a combination of them.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous.
I will say I'm about tired of this nerf that they're giving to Black. why is it the only one without a second one?
I think we already have a black and yellow one that we're getting in an LM set that's coming out sooner than these.
Set, yeah. It's
but don't
that's getting purple blue.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
I think four or six of these kind in an LM set in the near future.
Yeah, well, I don't appreciate that.
Hey, I'm all for it because these that red blue one. Hey, guess what deck that's going in?
Omni?
Galaxy?
Omni.
Oh, that's good. I'll be happy when you go back to coping.
You're damn right. This is the same LM set. I'm getting foils of Gabumon and Agumon.
Yeah, and then
a solid foil of DGO as well, which I think will be. My winners might be better, but
I mean, if you went to nationals in Las Vegas, you'd be able to get some.
Yep.
Some of the pretty ones.
I don't care for that one.
Okay, that's
all right. Go over these altards, Sean. I mean, half of this is for Ben, but 2 of these look really cool.
Yeah, so we have alt arts that are going to be in a future LM set. So it's an alt art of Alphamon or Yukon Ace. Looks pretty cool.
I like how Omni's.
Yeah, the Omni in the background is really cool. There's someone else further back there. I'm pretty sure it's. No, there's not. It's just Omni's foot.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just there was.
What?
Yeah, I was just zooming in trying to take a look.
I'm just over here looking at his feet. He's like, what's an Omni foot?
Yeah. Then we
Stupid Heavy Metal Dramon.
Heavy Metal Dramon Ace from BT20. No one asked for this. I'm not sure why this is a reprint.
Nope.
This was not expensive. Then we have BT22 Orisa. Okay.
Okay. But the next one.
Medieval Gallantmon. Oh. This looks hard.
Yes. Are you upset, Sean? Because I know you have the highest
rarity
printing version, but
these go
this R goes so hard. I would obviously, if I had the money, I would flex with the SPs.
Yeah.
But dropping this, I would feel so much more
like
disrespectful.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to go and disrespect.
Yeah, he's walking into the battlefield about to F up your opponent's board.
I don't know, man. I do think I still prefer the SP art, but this is my second favorite art.
I think this is my favorite. Do these typically have texture?
It'll have texture.
Yeah, it's like the Ruin.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, imagine that cape just with a bunch of texture on it.
This looks really nice, and I think it's up there with the SP, but I still think the SP looks nicer. And the SP is going to be worth like who knows how many times more.
Yeah.
But good on them for reprinting Medieval Gallant for a second time because it needs it.
Agreed.
And then we have another Chaitos, but this is a different dude apparently.
Can confirm he looks nothing like the other Chitose.
Yeah. On play, start of your main phase by trashing 1 composite or Wicked God trait card from your hand, draw 1 and gain 1. All turns when any of your composite or Wicked God trait Digimon are deleted by spending this tamer, you may play 1 Gazimon or Gizamon from your hand without paying the cost. Okay.
I like the on play and start of main effect. The all turns is whatever. I mean, sure, it'd be cool to play out a Gazi or Gizamon from my hand, because, like, one's a searcher, the other one, like, pitches a card and draws 2. And then the third one I play doesn't even have an on-play effect. I only play it because it's inheritables on deletion, gain a memory. So, like, those alternative effects are okay. I would mainly like this card in the deck just for its on-play and start a main phase effect. So, it's just me. Other than that, I think it's like an okay card for the deck. I definitely think it helps a little bit, but it still needs a lot more than just this.
I agree. Ben differs for some reason, though. Whatever her name is, start of your main phase / on play by trashing 1 Nightmare Soldier's trait card from your hand, draw 1 and gain 1. All turns when any of your Nightmare Soldier's trait Digimon are deleted by spending this tamer, 1 of your Nightmare Soldier's trait Digimon and 1 Nightmare Soldier trait Digimon card in the trash may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card with the Nightmare Soldier trait in the hand.
That's not too bad.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Also, her name's Rena.
I feel like it'd be Reina if it were anything, right?
Rena? Yeah.
Reina?
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, Rena.
Because we already have a Reina.
Mirai, who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
it's going to start again with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is okay, right?
It seems pretty decent. The ability to DNA with a card that's not even on the field seems pretty strong to me. The requirement that something has to be deleted is kind of bad, but I mean,
That's the weird part.
It is part purple, so like hopefully that's easy to trigger.
Well, this is the Piedmon Ace and the what's the other level? Is it Myotis? Okay.
Yeah, and,
Not even a level 6.
and the pirate.
Yeah, and the pirate. So I can't remember. Do any of those effects just like delete one of their Digimon for like an effect or something?
Probably.
I think you can delete them to unsuspend. Maybe no. I think that's just if something gets deleted. I'm not sure.
Okay, so maybe it's some more of the what is it called? Support in this set that does something like that. So
I would hope, because otherwise it's gonna be like you swing in the security and hope it dies or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And this guy, I've seen him getting memed on. I guess he gets beat up a lot.
He looks like he gets beat up a lot.
No wonder, he looks so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doku-san, start of your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, set it to 3. On play, when a Digimon with Loosemon in its text on the field may digivolve into a Digimon card with Loosemon in its name in the hand or trash without paying the cost. Your turn, when any of your Digimon digivolve into a Digimon card with Loosemon in its name by spinning this tamer, gain 1 memory.
Okay. That's not bad. I mean,
being able to play this and just evoing for free, because like now they can play like a card like DGO. You play this for 1, and then your Lucemon gets the evo for free anywhere on the board. By the way, even in the raising.
Yeah, you can actually evo your Tama into a rookie Lucemon with this guy.
right.
And you get a gain of memory, and then your Tama lets you promote, so you can gain a memory there as well. So you can essentially promote for 3 in Lucemon.
Actually, I may have lied. I can't remember if the new Cupimon actually has Lucemon in its text. I think it does, but I can't.
Pretty sure it does.
I can't remember for sure. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Now that I've said it, I'm not 100% confident. It does. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was about to say 100%.
I was pretty sure it did, but I couldn't remember what its actual effect said, so I was like, I can't remember why it has Lucemon in its text. But yeah, that seems cool. It's unfortunate that he looks like he is bummed the F out. And you have to look at his face whenever you're playing that deck.
If you're playing a tamer for a deck like Lucemon, this is not what I expected him to look like.
No, I expected like a Chad.
This dude looks like he has a 9 to 5.
No, you know what? It makes sense that he looks like that, because Lucemon would definitely be the one bullying him.
Oh, Lucemon's the one beating him up?
Yeah.
I mean, then why would he continue to be his tamer? It seems silly.
He has no choice. Lucemon has complete control over him.
I don't think he has a choice. What is he gonna do? Hit him with Paradise Lost? It's just hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have Flickmon. When attacking, once per turn, this Digimon linked with Machinamon. I don't know how to whatever. May digivolve into a Digimon card with Machinamon in its text in the hand with the Evo cost reduced by 2.
Okay.
Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that deck's supposed to be.
Weird deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Then we have Mulemon. On play, when Digivolve, you may link 1 Machinamon from your hand to the Digimon sources to 1 of your Digimon without paying the cost. Your turn, once per turn, when Digimon gets linked, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you may play 1 Unchained from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Inheritables reboot.
That's pretty good. You can play from hand or trash. That's not bad.
Not bad. Yeah.
I guess.
You know what that art
Unchained is the tamer, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
You know what that Mulemon art reminds me of, Chris?
The Digibeetle from Digimon World 2.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, yes, Chainsaw Man.
Anyway, you can read Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6 now.
Mockingbirdmon. On play, when Digivolve, you may play 1 Machinamon from your hand to the Digimon's link cards without paying the cost. Your turn, once per turn, when Digimon gets linked, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. Inheritable. Opponent's turn, once per turn, when 1 of your Digimon attacks, you may change the attack target to this Digimon.
Not bad.
This seems like a meme deck, if I'm being real. Oh, we got something leaked while we were doing this.
Yeah, I literally just saw it pop up too.
Unchained. Play it without paying its cost of security, blah blah blah. Start of your turn, a memory setter. End of your turn, 2 Digimon may DNA Digivolve into X Machinamon in the hand. Then this tamer may mind link with one of Digimon with Machinamon in its text. Inheritable, all turns this Digimon with Machinamon in its text can't have less than 1000 DP, and your opponent's effects can't trash its stacked cards. End of all turns, you may play one Unchained from the Digimon sources without paying the cost.
Hold up. No way they named this thing Machina just so when it gets to its final form to call it Ex Machina. Yep. No, piss off with that.
That is what they did.
No.
This is funny.
This is a very unique way to say I'm immune to DP reduction.
Yeah, guys, just wait till we get to those final 2 cards that just gotta announce. Prepare to see messages from Ben.
Okay, well, don't spoil me because I'm not looking at it.
They need to make an even further beyond form of that Machina card, and it needs to be called Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
The final form, the level 7, assuming that thing isn't a level 7 already.
Ghostmon. When moving / on play, one Digimon with the Ghost trait gains Retail until your opponent's turn ends. Inheritable, on deletion, gain 1.
That's okay.
I don't think you play this.
I mean, it's still nice they gave it the on deletion gain of memory.
It is good that they're just making that the standard inheritable because it should be. Yeah. But I think you already have 3 good because you have the Searcher, you have the Evo Reducer, and I think the other one. Does it trash to draw cards, maybe?
Yeah.
If those are the 3 effects you have already, I wouldn't play this.
Yeah, you wouldn't play that.
This is just like the Terromon, where it has a really good inheritable for the deck, but unlike with the Terromon, like, I don't think it's better than anything we've had.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't take it a further beyond.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Ben's already messaging us.
There's the first Ben message.
Yeah.
Actually, Sean, I don't know because we have the Searcher, which is the BT20.
The reduction guy. There's a reduction guy.
There's the reduction one, which is BT 21, and then BT23 is on play on deletion. One of your Digimon with the Ghost trait gains blocker.
Oh, okay. Then you definitely play this over that. That's
you definitely play that.
Okay.
Yeah, because none of the other ones I think work with the Ghost deck now.
That's it. Okay, so I guess you do play that one. That's honestly not really an upgrade though. It's just like a slightly better effect.
Yes. Yeah. Agreed.
We have a new Violet memory setter. Your turn, one of your Ghost Trait Digimon attacked, but spin this tamer, draw 1 and trash 1 card in your hand. If attacking by execute, it may digivolve into a Ghost Trait Digimon card in the hand with the Evo cost reduced by 2. Much better memory setter than the previous Violet and Boots for Ghost.
I agreed. Much better. Because the other one can't suspend to trigger emblems.
It can, I think. I think it suspends.
No, it's the one that pitches. Isn't it the one that pitches a card?
It does pitch a card, but it does it never suspend?
No, I don't think so.
Let me read it real quick.
Okay.
That's so funny.
I was also about to put it up.
Yeah, it doesn't. It never suspends.
Yeah.
It also, even if it did, it's not that good.
No, agreed. It was printed before the emblems were a thing, so.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. This card is much better.
I agree. This art is also really nice.
Our viewing audience, whenever you hear a Discord noise,
that's
automatically assume it's Ben and he's just flipping out.
It's also coming from Chris somehow.
Me? I haven't said anything.
No, the notification sound is coming from you.
Yeah, is it? The notification noise is somehow coming from you.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have deduced it.
No.
Then we have a new Necromon, which also looks really cool. Piercing, execute, on play, when digivolving, on deletion, not once per turn. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon at the lowest level. Then you may play one level 4 or lower Ghost Trait Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. On deletion, one of your Ghost Trait Digimon may digivolve into a Ghost Trait Digimon card in the hand without paying the cost. This is very good.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm glad they didn't give this one security attack +1 like the other one.
Yeah, that would have been kind of dangerous, but this I really like this art too, but yeah, this effect is really strong.
This one works really well with that new one that gives rush, and then the emblem, and then you're just gonna be going, plus Dolahanmon, this is gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm. This is nice that they this thing doesn't play 5s.
Right.
So you have to do other stuff in order to actually, because otherwise, if it played 5s, you could just go back into another Necromon for 1 memory.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yep. Then we have Perurumon. Your turn once per turn. When face-up royal-based trait cards are placed in your security stack, draw 1.
Nah, I don't think you play the this one over the other one.
Yeah, I feel like you don't. That seems.
Yeah, I mean, unless they print ways to continuously tuck in security, no matter what. Yeah, this one, like the draw is obviously good. The other one just enables your win condition.
I think even if they did, you would want to maximize your ability to put stuff in your security, so you would not replace the previous Tama.
Yep. Agreed.
Fun Beamon. Face-up security effect. Opponent's turn. All of your royal-based trait Digimon gain reboot. Start of your main phase. Add your top face-down security card to the hand. Then you may place 1 royal-based trait Digimon card from your hand face-up as the bottom security card. Inheritable all turns plus 1k.
Now, see, this one's not bad.
Yeah, this one seems pretty good.
Yeah.
So you promote this with the previous Tama, and you immediately have 2 face-up security cards.
Yup.
Yeah. Sounds pretty nice.
Sounds pretty good.
Then we have a new Queen Beamon. On play.
Hey, yo.
Holy bason! Whoa!
Yeah.
She got some. Are we sure that's not Cannon Beamon? Jesus.
This guy. On play, when digivolving, when attacking once per turn, you may place 1 royal-based trait card from your hand to trash face up as the top or bottom security card. Then delete up to 8 play cost total worth of your opponent's Digimon. For each of your face-up security cards, add 2 this effect's play cost maximum. When digivolving / when attacking once per turn, you may play 1 card with royal base in its text from your hand. For each of your face-up security cards, reduce its effect's paid play cost by 1. So it is not free, it only reduces it for face-up cards. It is.
I don't know if I like this.
The top effect seems decent. The second effect seems kind of bad.
Yeah, that's what
I like the other one more because at least the other one you're playing out a card and you're getting alliance and stuff like that. So it's like you're putting out more damage. I don't know how I feel about this one.
Yeah, this is kind of disappointing for me.
Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't just have a base reduction that you're just adding to. It's just like, hey, you're paying full cost and you can reduce it a little bit.
Hey, you have 2 face-up cards. Okay, you can play a rookie for 1.
Yeah.
That's what you get. It's kind of lame.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will say, at least it's not just Digimon. It does say card, so you can even play Tamers off of it.
I guess.
Even then, I don't think it saves it. I don't think that saves it.
Then we have Winner, a 5 cost memory setter. On play, add your top face down security card to the hand, then you may place 1 royal based trait Digimon card from your hand face up as the bottom security card. End of your turn by spinning this tamer, 1 of your royal based trait Digimon gains collision and piercing for the turn and attacks.
I think the on play should have been start of main as well. If you want to push this new Tama, where you don't want to have the tucking of the Tama every turn and you want to get the draw Tama instead, this should have had start of main as well.
Yeah, I think it would have been kind of crazy if they'd given the start of main though, because it's not a requirement to add a top face up card or face down card to your hand. Like, it's not a cost. If you have no face down security cards, you just add a face up card to your security.
Yeah, but then you're benefiting from flipping all your security face up.
Or just having no security. But yeah.
Yeah, just having no security.
Tiger Vespon Ace would have been going crazy if that was its also start a main phase.
Yeah. That's probably we don't want to make this potentially too powerful.
You're right. It is both green and black. We got to make sure it stays in its place.
That's right, dude. They don't want them.
Yeah, you guys are right. Good. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Then we have new puppet support. Cool. Yeah, HPD does exist.
No.
Kokeshimon.
I wish I wish some of my favorite decks would get the amount of support these trash puppet card decks get. Because Ben's already messaged, and he's saying, "Oh, puppets are gonna get 2 different lines in this one set." How stupid! When was the last time Agumon got 2 lines of support in one set? That's not just Omnimon. That's not Omnimon.
I'm not gonna lie. I could also go for Melga support.
Anything.
The answer to your question is Medusamon, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid puppets.
Yeah. Can I get some Melga support?
Anyway.
They can have some Wargrace support.
No, because all of them end up getting hit somehow.
Yeah, you don't want support. It means your deck gets hit.
No.
Kokeshimon. When digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you may play 1 Mirai from your hand without paying the cost. Inheritable opponent's turn. Once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon attacks by deleting one of your other Digimon in that attack.
Stupid. It sucks. I hate it.
And then we have Karakurumon, Scapegoat. Okay. On play, when digivolving, you may play 1 puppet trait Digimon card with 4,000 DP or less from your hand, or trash without paying the cost. At turn in, delete the Digimon this effect played. Inheritable all turns once per turn, this Digimon leave the battle area, blah blah blah, puppet protection effect.
I hate it, it's stupid.
Were you struggling to read it because you were also reading the Digivolution box?
Yes. I was looking at the Digivolution box and I was like, wait, what does this mean? And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they made sure you have to make sure it's puppets that are purple and yellow, no other puppets.
Yeah, when I first looked at it, I was like, is this a DNA? And then I was like, no, it's not. That was what was taking me so long to start reading the effect.
Yeah, I clocked it immediately. I was like, oh, he's struggling with the Digivolve box.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on here?
That means this one can't Evo on top of the black Evo protection puppet.
Yeah. They're like, hey, quit teching stuff in. I don't like that.
Yeah, get out of here. No Devo protection for you. Devo still breaks your board.
Yeah,
we don't have to talk about these cards. They're trash because they're puppets.
Agreed.
Nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah, no one likes these. Puppets.
Clearly, anyone that likes a puppet deck is bad at Digimon.
Hashtag puppets suck. I heard this person can't even win locals with puppets.
I also heard that person may have told me that Mostemon's not the second best deck in format. Crazy.
Yeah, that's just straight up blasphemy. I'm not sure what he's smoking.
Especially since he's like a Moste main.
Yeah. That.
Like Ben. Alright, we know you listen to this. How many invites did you get with Mostemon?
That just makes no sense, man. What's he smoking?
How many invites do you get with puppets?
I don't think he got. Oh well, technically he got one because he topped 32.
Yeah, that's still less. Than
yeah, he topped 32 the LCQ with puppets, and then he proceeded to go 04 drop, I think, at Nats because his brain was not working anymore.
He had been fried.
Yeah, deep fried. Okay. Comment questions. Chris Green 6470, thank you for being a channel member. Tell me you sold a kidney without telling me you sold a kidney. Sean shows his Mastermind deck, lol.
Yep, facts.
For real. Especially now that he's got the those new ones.
I was wondering why Sean came to locals with one of those medical bags strapped to him on a pole.
IV drip?
Yeah, an IV drip. I was like, what is that? And he's like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I made some choices.
He pulled a Denji and sold all his organs and stuff for stuff.
Yeah. It's worth it, dude. What have my organs done for me?
Nothing.
Nothing, dude. I haven't seen. Yeah. They don't Evo into Mastamon, that's for sure. RDD48 got back to the Elysian trailer, and yep, no dates, only under development, so no lie. Also, as I get the chance of talking to a non-TCG player friend that got the beta because I tell him about it, thanks to him for sharing it on a weekend, we agreed on the need for polish on the HUD. With the Elysian exclusive cards, even I got a little of a problem on finding the effects. Also, the text font on cards scream beta, so let's hope these extra months give a crisp product, and by God, I hope they do the code thing to help crossover between players. The bonus per box is a very neat idea.
Yeah. Sean, you actually played it. Do you agree with this? Because me and Brandon didn't get a chance to play it.
I would agree.
Just the fact that Sean accidentally skipped over his alt-art packs.
I skipped
Don't
over
worry
an
about
entire
that.
box or like a case.
Yeah.
I think I skipped a case. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Or was it a box? I don't remember. Whatever.
I think it was just a box.
I'm pretty sure. I think it was a case, but
Well, I think we opened a case throughout the course of that episode, but
yeah, you could be right.
pretty sure it was just your box because you're like, oh, whatever, skip. Best
No,
pull
yeah,
you've had all
yeah.
the
He
entire
accidentally did it. He was like, "Wait, what's this button do?"
Yeah.
And he skipped it.
time. And
I thought
Josh
it-
was like, wait.
I thought it would like skip the animation or something. I didn't realize it was just like, hey, here's all the cards.
Yep,
Yeah.
and here you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with what they're saying. I still think they could have released the product as it was. But yeah, it would be nice if it's like easier to read and things like that.
Right.
The issue is like it's gonna be on phones, so like it's gonna be a struggle. I'm not sure really how they're gonna do that to where it's easier to read.
The only way you're gonna be able to do it is if you like click and hold on the card, and then it like pops up on your screen.
Yeah, which if I remember correctly, it did do that. But I mean,
Yeah.
could it use polish? Yeah, but I mean, it was like a ready to go product because like I mean, you could polish everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But hopefully we get it soon. It would be nice. It would be so awesome. Random Mexican 123. Another reason why world convergence is important. There would be a lot of gas players in our EX9 format. Also, the deck might have stuck around longer without it being limited. Probably not for us, but for Japan, yes.
Oh,
No, I
absolutely.
think for us it would have been, yeah, because think about it, we didn't get the ban list until after the following set, right?
Yeah.
It was after 22 had come out? Or was it right before 22 had come out?
I'm pretty sure gas wasn't like
Gas didn't become a deck until CS was already out.
yeah, like gas.
For some reason, like, the pieces weren't put together in people's head. But if the Japan format would have cooked with it, because the Japanese players who founded it, if they would have had it, they would have cooked for it, they would have dealt with it that entire time, and then we would have known about it before the set came out, and I could have been playing it immediately as soon as EX9 came
Yeah,
out.
that's true. But I remember it not being a thing for very long because by the time it gained popularity, the ban list was like around the corner.
Already announced.
Yeah.
And then you could tell they were just like, I throw it in there at the end.
Yeah. Go ahead and
No
just
middle
toss that one in
months
there.
for you.
Ashes Fall 9530. Thank you for being a channel member. Hey guys, keep up the good work. How do you beat Hoodie with Mastamon / who wins the matchup more?
All right, well, perfect. We have the footage here.
So the answer to that is you get rid of their tamers when you can, especially the ones that gain the memory.
Yep.
And do your absolute best not to give them enough memory to go into a Hoodiemon without passing turn.
Yep.
You don't always have the
Okay.
cards to do those things, but that is how you beat the matchup.
Yep. Sometimes they just promote and have HPD. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. It's hard to say how the matchup is. I have not played enough matches to determine if it's truly a 50-50 or not. But it's the matchup that I am least excited to play with Mastamon. But I mean, it's also like best deck in format, so I mean, that would make sense. Against everything else, I'm like, I should win if I don't screw stuff up.
Yeah. Also, you have to remember that the Hoodie deck does have like insanely good outs to a Moste board with D-Evo and DP Neg.
Yeah, it has insanely good
So-
outs to every board.
Every board.
One of the
yeah.
issues I have with the deck.
So,
If they
it's like one of those things where if Hoodie opens up really well, it's just over. Versus with Moste, they open really well. The best they're going to do is try to lock you out of the game, but that's not getting you out of the game. They're just trying to stop you from play, like with your floodgates or like choking you, essentially.
Hey you.
It depends.
Yeah.
If you open really well, you can OTK with Masty.
I also think Moste, the brick potential of giving your opponent like 4 to 5 memory is also not good.
It doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
The only time I will do it is the first turn of the game. After that, I'm never giving you that much memory
Never
again.
doing that again, yeah. But see, that could be a thing where your opponent's just like, all right, well, I'm set up now because you gave me that much memory and it's over.
I mean, I gotta put it on the field.
Yeah, fair.
Sir Snails 3925. Let's go. He plays the exact 3 games I have in rotation right now too. So I'm at one of you guys.
God. Is that when Chris was roasting me for replaying Batman? Probably.
Tried to go back and listen to it, but I got to 31 minutes 57 seconds, and still no games had been brought up because this was during local recap. So I'm not sure.
Huh.
Oh, maybe he's talking about like the actual games that were played.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Rounds, or the same rounds or something.
Yeah, because it's you talking about one of your games that you played.
Hmm.
Or the timestamp's incorrect. That's also possible.
Yeah.
You'll have to let us know
Yeah.
in this episode with a new comment.
Benjamin Wiseman 6567. The best sets of 2025 were the 3 EX sets. They gave us Gallantmon X, Medieval Gallantmon, Machingermon, Alteress, the old school DM archetype, Beelzemon, Blackwood Greymon, Rocks, and Villain support. The BT sets gave us way too many...
One of those did not belong in there.
Yeah. The BT sets
Sean
gave
knows
us...
which one.
DM?
No, Black War Greymon. Black War Greymon has no business being in that.
Yeah. Terrible. The BT sets gave us way too many CS cards and Atmon cards, plus support for Royal Knights, which really didn't need support. Also, they gave us the Eater's deck, which isn't good, but it is very annoying, especially if you rely on piercing. The BT sets were stronger, obviously, but they made the meta worse, particularly Hoodiemon, Mastamon, and Justmon out of BT23.
So the best sets were the BT sets because they were the metas. They were the meta
I think he
decks?
meant my favorite sets.
I
were the
know,
EX
yeah, I
sets.
know what he meant. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, BT23 just came out and was like, hey, here's like 3 tier 1 decks.
No, it threw its long on the table and was like, hey, I'm the meta now.
Yeah.
I am the meta.
Justin So 8231. What I hate about the Gundam TCG is that a lot of the Gundams all look alike. This is because in the shows they want their Gundam design to look like the original Gundam, but I hate how they all look the same. Hard to tell what card is being played by my opponent a lot of the times.
Well, that just sounds Gundam-mist.
Annoying. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what he said. It's like, it's because of the show and how the show's lore is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds annoying.
It does. I already know the more the cards get in circulation, the more I'm gonna hate it. But all of the black and gold cards from that premium Bandai collection, put one on the field, and I'm like, which one is that?
Sir, what is that card?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, I can see it now. Just somebody goes, all right, play Medieval Gallantmon for 7. Sir, that's an Omnimon. What?
Oh man.
Oh man. Just like Brandon with the Death X.
Uh-huh.
I was this close.
Yeah, where I shouldn't have said anything. MCAR1224, thank you for being a channel member. Hell yeah, let's get some members only Mastamon gameplay.
Too bad. He decided to go to Disney instead of give you guys content.
That's not what he said, Sean. That's not what it said.
Mastermon. Members
That's
only
a great sector as
Mastermon
well.
gameplay.
More like Master Biting Mon. Jeez Louise.
This guy. Ameracy5509. Do you think that Shine Greymon Ruin Mode loop is good for regional, and if it got support in BT25, will it be meta or not? And Shine Greymon in general?
Unfortunately, we'd have to wait to see what support looks like for it, but I think as is now, no, I don't think it's consistent enough.
I agree.
Yep.
Not good enough, not consistent enough now, and yeah, we'd have to see the support to be able to answer that question. Like, if it got the right support, obviously, yeah. If any deck got the right support. Justin 0231. Royal Purging Out BT23 Examon is OP.
Agreed. That's why I'm glad that card's at 1.
It's alright.
I mean, that Examon is just really good.
It is. It's pretty strong. He also said, not sure if you guys know, BT12 and BT21 was based on the Digimon episodes where all the Digimon protagonists all joined up to fight Myotismon. Granny, Gallantmon's airship came to Gallantmon and wanted to fight with him and joined together to be Gallantmon Crimson Mode. Marcus said that and was like, oh, Crimson Mode, whatever, I have Burst Mode.
Yeah, there's that one scene where they all come together. Marcus punches a whole Digimon, like a really big Digimon. It's a whole thing.
It's like a mega level that punches him in the face.
I didn't know those sets were based off of that episode. I mean, 21 makes sense because that's like the hero one.
Yeah, it's the hero archetype.
Right. Yeah, so that one makes sense.
Like them, like, trickling.
Right. Okay.
First time they ever did it.
Yeah.
He also said, hey guys, what do you think is the most important feature to winning a regional? Mechanics, deck building, understanding the meta. Rank these things from most important to least important.
Oh, deck building is number one for me. If you can go in with a properly built deck, first and foremost, you're already off to a good start. But if you're going in with a badly built deck, like, you're nerfing yourself for the other two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but not being a good at the deck is also
yeah, but
bad.
but then what you said first, you have to be good at the deck. So you have to have a good deck, be good at the deck, and then also probably understand the meta. I might actually put understand the meta above mechanics.
Because there are decks. There are decks that autopilot.
Yeah, what does he mean by mechanics, do you think?
I assume that's playing the deck.
Okay.
Yeah, you playing the deck.
Yeah, I would rank it deck building, mechanics, understanding the meta. I'll be real honest, if you have a good enough deck, you don't have to read most of your opponent's cards.
Yup.
Right.
Like Hoodie.
I agree.
Devo, get rid of it. Devo, get rid of it.
With Mastamon against certain decks, I'm like, I don't have to read most of your stuff.
Yep.
Right.
Like, understanding the meta is important.
It is.
For what you bring to an event. But once you're in the event, you should be kosher.
Yeah,
it's only going to be a problem when you run into Rogue and you're like, oh, what the heck do you do?
Yeah, it does help knowing, like, the more you know about other decks, the better. But some decks are so powerful that even if you don't know, it usually doesn't matter because your deck's just that much better than theirs.
Agreed.
Yeah.
He also said, in Digimon Seekers, Pulsemon is a main character in the story. The final fight against the main villain was Lugamon and Pulsemon fusing to the level 7.
I don't.
Seems about right. He became an Elden Ring boss. Doggo with a sword.
Yeah, also a Pokemon.
Yeah, also a Pokemon.
Yep.
He also said, you three are the GOAT.
Well, two of us.
Damn. Can't believe he put you out in the cold like that, Sean.
I don't think he's talking about me.
Well, I mean, either that or he's talking about himself. Last I checked, me and you combined have, like, most of our local tops for the past, like, 3 months.
But remember, one of those decks isn't tier 1.
Or isn't the top deck. I've been overachieving, dude. Oreo X1000, thank you for being a channel member. Can confirm casual fans are priced out of Mastamon. Wound up buying a couple of proxies of EX6 Mirai until Heroine Collection drops. I just have a cool local scene that lets me use them.
Yep, and that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, I've seen variants of Masty that play 4 EX6 Mirai, so that's like $400 right there just before you get any other cards.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to let proxies at our local... Well, you know what? Sean kind of mentioned that in his reply. But yeah, somebody was like, alright, well, I'm proxying 4 different cards in my deck. And we were like, okay, you guys can't be doing that. And then it ended up just being a blanket ban on proxies. So.
Yeah, and they were really lazy with their proxies, and they just flipped a card over, so it was just the back of a card. And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to know what card is what?
Yeah, I would be a little bit more lenient if it was like an actual printed card that said sample. I'd be like, and it had the text on the card.
Read it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be more cool with that. But if it's just like a
backwards card with a little note written in there saying the name.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like if it's not like actual like tournament play, sure. But if it's actual like in term, I'm like, no. I mean, we can't do that. Like if I have the card, I'll let you borrow it.
Yeah, I remember it also not being expensive cards that they were proxying.
Yeah.
No.
Also, I hope this next comment's not true.
Green Hell Mario. Ghost Game support is an EX12. There's a chance they're both support for their own decks and for the VPET, since the Ghost Game guys, along with Luga, Taro, and Commandra, were secret extras in the remix of the VPETs. Also, probably another new Omni and Machine Dramon decks because Virus Busters. Also, Beat Break Dub is out now in the US, so good on Bandai for relatively timely release.
Yeah, this is actually...
That's very good.
It is actually crazy because they never get dubs out this fast for, like, Digimon.
They're hyping this franchise up right now, and I'm here for it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm 14 episodes in, and I've really enjoyed it. Geckomon's evolution did not go where I think it was gonna go. I think it's actually really cool, and it actually made me excited to want to try the deck out when we do eventually get it.
We're gonna finish Stranger Things, be disappointed, and then we're gonna start Beat Break.
And they're already introducing new Evo lines like Mono Dramon. Just got introduced in the show in episode 14. Oh, he got introduced in 13, but we saw its evolution in 14. I was like, oh great, we're gonna get a freaking like Justimon line. No, new Digivolution. Yep.
Yeah, brand new.
Oreo X1000. You weren't wrong about Sakuyamon. I've seen that deck so many times. I just want to test Beelstar in peace. It is by far the most popular deck on DCGO. Merry New Year, chaps. Hope everyone had a good holiday season. To celebrate the new year, what are some new decks you're looking forward to playing? Also, Chris, have you tried playing Machine recently?
I have not played Machine recently. I was trying to find a different deck to break Sean's Mastemon. I've always known it was just DM. I just didn't want to have to use DM. I was like, I can figure something else out. Brandon comes into the cooler and is just like, I know the perfect deck to that you can play to beat Sean's Mastemon. And I'm like, Brandon, I already know it's DM. I've always known it's DM.
Yep, DM. Maidmon, that Mirai, back to your hand. All right,
not just Maidmon, but the Machine Dramon itself just says when it would leave. Yeah, when it would leave, I could just trash 3 sources out from underneath it. So
yeah, you don't. I've always known it's attempt to make it leave multiple times in a turn.
No, I know you can. I'm just saying though, like I always thought the best matchup against you was DM. I have not played it recently. I probably won't go back to playing old school Machine Dramon because I just had way too much fun with the DM Machine Dramon. I also just think it's like the better version of the two.
I would agree.
And new decks I'm looking forward to playing, probably just new Medusamon.
Yeah, and for me it's Medusa and Taita.
I'm going to go a little further into the future. I'm going to go even further beyond. I kind of hope they rework and make Mirage better. Because I don't really like the direction Mirage went with the whole floodgate on a body thing. Because we're getting the set with the data.
You're right, that was too good.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even using his own deck. It was using Galaxy.
Why are you throwing out hypothetical decks?
Yeah, because
it's gonna be in the set.
I hope War Greymon gets support, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
But at least I know there's a set announced that's gonna have that in it.
Yeah, but we don't know what any of those cards are.
Okay, it's a hypothetical question with a hypothetical answer.
It's not a hypothetical question.
Yeah, what decks were you looking forward to?
What are some new decks you were looking forward to?
There are none for Brandon. He is going to be on Hoodie and Omnimon. He's not going to even pick up Jupiter because he's not going to get all 8 secrets.
Yeah, it's a lot of
He doesn't want to drop the money because he'd rather buy lightsabers and stuff.
Yep.
That's why I only have one hobby. Ignore what's behind me.
I was about to say.
Those were all purchased a long time ago.
Also, we went through this. This right here, audience. This nice Darth Vader lightsaber was a fifth price of one of Sean's Mastemons. So,
all right, next question.
Are you going to be able to flex on your opponents when you play them in tournament with your lightsaber?
No, don't say that, Sean. He will bring it with him to locals.
Okay, good. He'll look dumb.
I'll activate the Gay Blade on you.
Hey, look at this autist over here with his lightsaber at the table.
Yeah, I'll activate the Gay Blade on you. See how you like it.
Don't ask, Sean.
I'm not going to. Green Hill Mario.
I'll send the clip.
Hoodie, I don't know how they're going to answer on the ban list because every problematic thing about the deck is a bunch of problematic legacy design decisions. Achieving a win condition at a level in terms of game actions, most decks are meant to be ramping. Achieving everything at level 4 as opposed to 5+. Insane versatility of both of the best forms of removal and access to every single memory cheat option. Any level of counter to its own counterplay I haven't seen in other decks. It's shocking that it's on a real tier 0. You could go down a 10-point list of things that could be hit and come to the conclusion everything needs to be hit. LOL. That's why the only solution is to limit or ban Hoodiemon.
Also, It has the best forms of search as well. It has Digimon search, it has Tamer search, it has option search,
it has draw power too. Yeah.
It has draw power, it has everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh deck in Digimon.
It is one of the most poorly designed decks we've ever gotten, and the other ones that were worse are on the ban list.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish this like with just enough time for me to watch kickoff. This is nice.
I know, that's why I'm like, all right, we gotta go.
Yeah. Chris Coffee 4618. Batchismon is introduced before AGO's evolution. Volcanismon was also early in the game. Not to mention certain Digimon whose effects are spoilers to the late game, Shellmon and Divemon.
So, what I was referring to is their main story arcs when you actually get them at the in-between theater. Because I think that's when we're actually going to be focusing on their parts in the game. Sean, obviously, you've never played the game. Chris will understand what I'm talking about. But you do get introduced to them, but then they become super plot relevant when you do their in-between theater moments. I think that's what their cards are going to be based on. We're kind of seeing that with Venus and... I just completely blanked on the other guy. Neptune. Yeah.
Goatboy TM, thank you for being a channel member. I really enjoyed this break between BT23 and BT24. Gave me time to breathe before we go back to a set every 5 seconds.
Agreed. Not only did this help my wallet, like Sean said, but I was able to play a bunch of different decks. So yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I played a bunch of different decks too, guys. Right?
No, you didn't. You played 2 decks.
Yeah, you played 2 decks.
Three decks.
Omni is 1 deck.
No, but I changed it. It's a different deck.
It's 1 deck.
It's a different deck.
It's 1 deck.
I played Gas too. Gas is a 3rd deck.
That's just Omni deck with more steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more.
What is your boss monster called? What's its name?
Waltz.
I believe it's Omnimon. Todd Faust 8561. This is the Todd from our locals. For those of you who don't know. In my defense, if I had the memory to turn You Killed Me Game 2, I was clearing your board and probably putting you to 0 security. And I said, that's why I didn't give you another turn.
You don't get another turn.
I said it out
was
loud.
That the week he was playing? Was that the week he was playing Eaters?
No, it was Wind Guardians.
Wind Guardians.
When he dug it on Ben playing puppets, and Ben was like, "You could lose too." And then I played him.
That's 2 weeks in a row. Todd has shown up with these like rogue decks and has just dug it on Ben's puppets.
Get wrecked.
Keep doing it, Todd. Keep bringing it.
Keep doing it. Putting him in his place.
Jim the Kid. I would love the Wind Guardian deck list. That's the deck I wanted to play, but I don't have time to test. Well, maybe I can get it from Todd, but I would want to wait until after we actually got the next set because you get support in that set.
Yeah, he's getting the Rosemon.
Yeah. Jordan Worley. You guys were hating on App so much I decided to build the deck for regulation battles, and it's actually really fun and fast. I think only the Gaimon line is viable because there isn't enough names like Dogachamon to app fuse into the other level 4 app Digimon lines. The fact you can app fuse using 2 of any 3 Digimon into level 4 app mons makes the requirement way easier than DNA, so the only pieces missing are duplicate names to make the process easier and more consistent. We already have end of turn app fuse on Tamers to match DNA strategies. The only reason it feels bad at the moment is the lack of multiple same name cards. Imagine a DNA deck with only 4 copies of a single Omnimon Mastamon. You rarely see it, or it might not even be strong enough to be worth using until a new card is printed.
Now, how dare you...
Original Omni was like that when you only had Omni Ace.
Now, how dare you compare to any of this to the DNA strategies? I don't want to hear that. You don't gain rush. You have to pay for every app link. I don't want to hear that. And of course, your deck sounds good during regulation format.
That's what I was thinking.
Also, fun fact: hoodie is legal in regulation because they're all CS trait.
Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
no way.
God. What an oversight.
But I will say, salute to you for going the Dante route and playing apps.
Yeah, mad respect.
I would never.
Yeah, same.
And here's Brandon's alt account.
SFHX5NC, thank you for being a channel member. I'm maining Omni at the moment, and I love it, but it does require some setup, and very often I have the CS cards, but no Nokia, or the BT7 cards, but no tie-in mat, and it trips me up.
You don't say. Brandon, is this you? Burner account?
I responded and said that's pretty much every game Brandon has when he's playing against specifically me.
So, I will say, the build I'm playing right now, I think is the best at the moment.
The build you're not playing right now, you mean?
Yeah. Because it doesn't really focus too much on one or the other level 6. All you need is the Agumon that lets you warp into any of them no matter what. That's kind of like the focus of the deck.
Cool. Go ahead, sign us out, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch kickoff.
You guys in a hurry?
Yes, I have to use the bathroom so bad right now.
Oh, I just want to watch the Steelers beat the Texans.
Well, I don't care about football anymore, so it's over.
Yeah, okay, we get it. Come on.
Well, Sean's not. He's just looking at his phone.
I'm waiting for you to start talking. I'm pulling up the game on illegal websites so I can watch it for free.
Oh, okay, great.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Later.
All right, bye.